Holistic Liberty at holisticliberty.net presents Going for My Walk Continued Training for My One-Half Marathon Goal with Annie and Bye Bye Bill.
Bill is taking yet another nap because that's what Bill does. And as far as me, well, I'm getting ready to go for a walk. Okay, so I'm still not sure where I'm going to walk to. I'm trying to remember something. I'll start going this way first. So I tend to get confused as to, like, the last time I was camping, I kept wanting to go the wrong way because the time I camped before that, the bathroom was on one side of me. So it's like I'm trying to remember which way do I go. Now, if I'm going the way I want to go, I will go by the old campsite that I was with my daughter and son-in-law, the one I did the video with the pictures, because I didn't pull this out because they were rookies and we're trying to teach them all this and that, yada 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 yada. Yeah, I believe that's at 31. Yes, so currently there's nobody over here, so I'll take you into this site 31 where we were at last time. Okay, this was when we were in 31, it was our first time camping here, not our first time camping. And we had no idea how rocky it was. Now, you've seen some of the pictures that we took here. We had set up the tent, and you've seen the pictures over here. We were trying to keep it from the real rocky area. My tent was here, yours was over there. My daughter had a heck of a time sleeping. If you remember, I kept talking about the tree. Well, if I remember correctly, Bill's hammock was here, and that's the tree that had the hammock on, that was in sitting position, that my daughter was sitting in, that she loved so much. And that's the table. You may remember pictures of that, where we had our Berkey. Well, I asked my daughter about that tree, and it was this one here. I'll do a little video. Which boo-boo was the one she was looking at? She was laying down, taking pictures, and she said something about it. I don't know. Like, it looked like something to her. So, normally when I get done camping, I give thanks to the trees and the campsite for what they've provided for me. And we left so fast we forgot. We just drove by and went, thank you. So now I do want to give thanks to all these trees, if they remember me, for last month when they provided for us shelter and fun for my daughter. A space for Bill to put his hammock. So, yeah. And that was the first time we camped here. If you remember, it was like over in this area where the pictures of Nicole and Brandon were trying to put their tent together, and they didn't know that you lay the tent out, then you get all the air out, and they were doing the little huggy thing.
Training mod.
So yeah, this is camp number 31. And the reason I wanted to go down here, when we went camping last time, there were some people over there that were partying all night long, and they were extremely rude. But you're supposed to have lights off at 10. They invited people who were not supposed to be here, who were taking up spaces that nobody was camping at, and doing some things they ought not have been doing. So we reported them. Hopefully they won't be back tonight. I had to kind of restart my training thing because something went wrong. Of course, I'm walking around, so who knows what I bump into. It don't matter. Important thing is that I get the walking in. Even if I don't get the correct information, at least I'm getting it in. But you remember I told the story about when the fox hunting story, and how I took the one radio and gave the other radio to Brandon, and he had to wait until I started throwing out my call sign. And then I started throwing out my call sign, and I was saying things like, "You are so slow, I've seen snails run faster than you," just to kind of get him to come find me. This was the road that I actually went down. So yeah, this is the road that I went down when I was doing the, or is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I made a mistake. Okay, I think I went the wrong way. Because I thought I had to go past my campsite first. Now this is another loop. So it's not cancel everything I just said. That was not the road. My sense of direction really super sucks. I mean, super sucks. I went down the wrong road. I wanted to show you the lake. And maybe I'm just gonna have to get a little bit more exercise. Oh well. So back up the road I went down, because apparently I went the right way to go to the camp. But apparently the wrong way to go to the lake. So apparently what it was I think I might have had my hand over the speaker or microphone again. Apparently what it was I went toward the bathroom to go to the lake, because I thought when I started from the camp that it was away from the bathroom. Because my sense of direction sometimes is not what it ought to be. So I will go the other way, and hopefully we could find the lake for you. So there's the bathroom. Perhaps this time around I will go the right way. And then again, there's the camp that we're currently at, 44. Hi. Going for a daily walk or just going to the restroom?
Both.
Oh. Yeah, going to the restroom sometimes is, right?
You guys, are you right here?
Yeah.
I was noticing your hammocks and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, my guy has been hammock camping for ever in a day.
Awesome.
And every time I come here, well, I came here once, but I've been camping other places
Oh, right,
before.
yeah.
I did the tent camping. I wanted to start hammock camping.
Yeah, we have a hammock, and we've done Boy Scouts and stuff. And a lot of our guys used to hammock and stuff, but we really never got into it. And my son got one, and he didn't want to sleep outside last night.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I'll sleep outside. It's a whole new different thing.
It is. I think the next time we just have the typical standard 9 feet hammock.
Yeah.
I want to get one of those 11 feet hammocks.
I think so. And I think I was scooched down, and I kept trying to scooch myself down. So silly.
Okay, so I got a rock in my shoe. I just know it. That always happens to me. Don't say, oh, it's because you're wearing sandals, because it happens to me when I'm not wearing sandals. Oh, noses. Well, I like to say noses, they're dogs. We got started on calling dogs noses because we have a belief that all dogs' noses should be kissed. So they are noses. So you can see parts of the lake over there, but I'm going to get you some better views of the lake. Now, if you remember me telling you about I should have known this road is way different than the other road. About when we did the fox hunting and I gave Brandon a radio. This is Joe Pool Lake. The pictures that my daughter took probably were over here because at one point when I went with my daughter, she came down there and took pictures. But that's not the area that I was actually hiding in, although it was at Joe Pool Lake. Now, if Brandon, when he was walking around this area,
3 seconds per mile.
had just taken time, because I remember when I was down here, I actually heard his voice, and when I come to think of it, I probably should have said, hey, I can hear you, just look over. And I almost did. But really, where I was over there. And if you see that concrete slab, I was sitting on that concrete slab, getting my feet wet, right there. See? To be honest, I gave up and walked back and then stumbled into Brandon coming back that way, around the other end of the circle. If I had just waited 5 minutes more, I think he would have found me, but when I heard his voice, I should have just said, look over, because there I was. And the way I got there was by walking down this little trail right there. So yes, it's the heat of day, and it was very tempting not to do my training exercise for the day, and it's over now because there's my campsite. I think it's a good thing that I ended up going around that loop and then coming around here, because just going over there would not have been enough walking. So thank you for coming with me on my trip. Well, my walking trip, because I try to walk every morning, and kind of late was starting it today, but you know, camping kind of has a way of disrupting your normal schedule, and sometimes it's tempting to not do things or come up with excuses, which I'm going to be honest with you, I almost did just say, well, you know what, camping is a lot of work anyway. But if I want to continue my training on doing my half marathon, which is 13.1 miles, I need to do it no matter what. The other thing that Bill and I have been talking about is, after I've trained for that, right now I'm just basically doing a mile a day, and after I've trained for that, I'm knocking stuff over. Maybe within a couple years, Bill and I can start maybe within a couple years, Bill and I can actually start walking some of these famous trails. Like I think there's one from Oregon to Maine, at least 10 miles a day. It would take us pretty close to a year to get it done. It'd be like 1,000 miles. But first I got to train for the marathon, half marathon. Really, I don't know that walking or a marathon or whatever has ever really been like something a life goal, but this is something that I made it a goal in order for me to get started on what I really wanted to do, and that's have a healthier lifestyle, and you know, have an exercise routine and being more active and doing more things. And because I made a goal that I have to follow what I got to do to have this healthier lifestyle, and I decided this is what I'm going to do, that I'm going to stick with the training. So I mean, you do what you got to do to live the life that you want to live. Yeah, means you got to stick with it. So I'll talk to you later.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification thingy too while you're at it. Holistic Liberty at holisticliberty.net.
Say bye, Bill.
Bye, Bill.